Well. It is a Monday night. Dude, the chair does look weird with the uh towel behind it. What can I do? Maybe I'll go the other way. But before it gets too late, I just happen to see we are lucky enough to be in the presence of Miss Florida Bell, who has left several comments on certain videos. If you haven't seen it before, the thing I love about her, I'm pretty sure it's a her, just making sure because Bell and the picture seems like it could be a girl. But in case you're a dude, that's okay too, Florida Bell. Um, is very straight to the point, honest, and very funny. So enjoy it. Um, I might be in a rocking chair here soon because I've been stressed out lately. But no, it is not a rocking chair. It is just that if I take the towel off, it's got this like weird kind of thing going on because of the green screen that's behind it. So I'll try to flip with it someday and see if I can get it worked out so it doesn't look so dumb. But that's all right. So anyway, Florida, thanks for coming by, and we totally understand that you don't have to say anything if you don't want. We would like you to talk, but if you don't, we also have had other people in the chat who, by the way, has not been here. Where is the missing girl in the bushes? If you guys know who I'm talking about, she hasn't been around for a long time either. And of course, we have Mr. Baggins, who has arrived again after a long hiatus. Jim is back after a little bit of time. So it's good to see. It's good to see. Maybe it's because we've got some re-energized stamina for the chat tonight. So it is a Monday night, but we have 10 people, it looks like, which is about the same as what we've been having on Saturdays lately. So yeah, I'm ready to get into the set. The question I have, though, is the man of the hour here? Xander, are you here? Repeat, Xander, are you here? We have done this on a Monday night so that you could be here. So I'm hoping, even though this has turned into a hodgepodge set, it was originally a set that was just for Xander with a one-song set because he is a new submission sub. So, submission sub, I like that. It's actually with an X, Jim. It's with an X. So I think that's still Xander, right? Xander, I think that's how you say it with an X. So yeah, I don't know where you're at, but hopefully you show up at some point so that you can join the set. But we have had like the good idea, or I didn't have the good idea, but some of the people in the chat have had the good idea to turn this into a one-off kind of hodgepodge where we go back to the old days. Probably been about a year and a half since we had it like this, where people were turning in one or maybe two songs, and then you would have like 4 or 5 songs of 4 or 5 different people who were requesting and submitting, so paying for play. So that's pretty cool. And we haven't done this for quite a while, so it should be pretty fun. I'm looking forward to it as well. Man, this chair is kind of messed up. What is going on? Okay, there we go. Got it fixed. Man, I'm having all sorts of problems. This will be a very interesting thing, but I'm kind of feeling like I should change some things up because I had Xander first, and if he's not here, then it kind of sucks because I want him to be here for it. What should I do, y'all? Should I just get into it? I think I'm just going to get into it, and I think he did say when he left it, I said, hey, can you try to be there? And he said, I will do my best to be there. It doesn't necessarily mean he will. So, let's just get into this set. Just as a reminder, just to keep you guys in the loop, if you look at the Excel document that's in the description of every single video recently in the last year, there is an Excel doc that will tell you of all the songs that we've done in the past and then the schedule that's coming forward. And so right now, what we have on the schedule, next Saturday, we have a set which is the winners of the old or new set game by Colin Crumpton, who's not here tonight probably because it's so late there in England and he's probably in bed. And there are 5 people who won. And then on Monday, we have Jim's full album set coming up next Monday, a week from tonight. And then I'm guessing the Saturday after that, we have a Scott K full album set. Or not full album, I'm sorry. Full 5-song set. Because he was the winner, the only winner of the old or new number 5. But then after that, people, we are completely open. And so, yeah, as I've said the last 3 or 4 times now, we are going to take this as it kind of spills out. So if people don't turn in sets, we won't be doing sets or live streams. If people do, we will. And it looks like right now, because Saturday seems to be the time that everyone can come, or more people can come, we are going to do Saturday sets for sure. But recently, Sunday sets we have not been doing, which I'll be honest, not doing a Sunday set and having like a little bit of time to sleep in a little bit or just kind of go somewhere early and not have to worry about it, it's been pretty nice. So if we don't do Sunday sets for a bit, I think I'm okay with it. And then, of course, we've done Monday nights pretty much every week except for 1 week. I think we didn't have one. So that seems to be maybe what the new schedule is going to be, is we'll do Saturdays and Mondays. And then if we just get a bunch of whole sets, then we'll add the Sundays back in. But that's kind of be the schedule for the future, because I think Saturday is just the best day for everyone to do it, because that's when people seem to be showing up for some reason. All right, with that said, let's get into this. I've got all of your different emails here, so I got to make sure that that we can get into it. All right, so let's make sure I do this correctly. So first up is Xander B, who is not here tonight right now. Hopefully he jumps in the set sometime soon. He says, you've already reacted to the first song, Mute, from this album, the Quiet World album. And this is the last song of that album. Does anybody know what it is by just me telling you that? It is a concept album, so I don't know if the final song was the best suggestion, but I love this song. If you're interested, the album is about a guy who loves a girl. The guy is a bit of an odd and eccentric person, an outcast. He's also a mute and little unstable, as it turns out. The girl doesn't return his feelings, but he can't bring himself to let go. As his unrequited passion for her devolves into obsession and eventual resentment, his mind begins to slip further and further away. He convinces himself that he can't be loved because of his condition and abnormalities. So, he decides to create for himself a new, fantastic world of which he has complete control. A world where there are no oddballs or outcasts. A world where, I guess, in that world, Scott K would still be the oddball and outcast, but who are we talking about here? A world where everyone is surrounded by people who are just like themselves. A much quieter world. All right, so he does say Mondays work best for me, but I can do any of the 3 days, whatever works best for you. He said Mondays seem to be the best. So here we go, Xander. Hopefully you show up for your song, or maybe you have. I haven't been looking at the chat while we get into this. This is Native Construct, and the song is Chromatic Aberration. The last song on this album that he just described, called Quiet World, and it's 12 minutes. So let's get into this, because this is going to be a long one. Ooh. Starting out nice. Turn down a little bit. Wow. I like the bass part. I do remember liking Native Construct, so. Nice halftime. Woo! So totally reminds me. Ooh, I like those harmonies. Got a Deer Hunter vibe, but a little bit different. Man, that bass is really high in the mix. I love it. What's that? Sorry, I just started recording now. Thanks for the reminder. Shoot. Hopefully this doesn't get blocked. Drummer is fantastic. Scott, no, I can't do free songs. Not because I just don't want to do free songs. There's got to be a consistency, because if I just do free songs sometimes and not other, it'll make a problem in the end. It's either got to be all free, or it's got to be the way we've been doing it. I will say I understand this is kind of a concept album, but this song in particular so far has too many stops. Like, I want to get, that beginning was good, but let's get back into a groove instead of this. Starting to get annoyed by it. Oh, Baggins, I was on a trip for about a week and a half, so that's one of the reasons. I like that. Okay. Can we stay here for a minute? That was pretty sick. What's up, Arrow? Bryce? Oh, look at people are joining the chat. I like it. Dude, that trigger on his drums, on his bass drums, is really like... Progper. I think, didn't Adrian already say that, or Paravarium already say that? So, you must both be talking to Progper on your own. That's good. Okay, so far, the very beginning and then this part have been my favorites because it's just like... Love their harmonies. This part I can dig. It's not too crazy and off the beaten path. Yeah, drummer in this is definitely standing out. And the singing. Ooh. Dude, this bass player. Dude, all of these guys are sick. I don't know what we're talking about. Ah. Berkeley dudes. That makes sense. Florida Belle, telling it like it is. Oh, okay. Sorry. In frame. There we go. Ah, much better. Para, I think that's a good connection. It's like Aviations' kind of weird brother, schizophrenic brother. I'm digging this part. I'm digging the part that was before this that went into this part in the beginning. That kind of like, I get it that maybe it's fitting the concept of the album, but it didn't have to be a little too long. Dude, I dig this. See, I like this kind of ethereal, relaxing, chill. I have really liked this band a lot. Like, the talent is obvious. Now, granted, I think Xander was right when he said this might not be the best song to pick because it's the last one and it is off a concept. So, I'm fully aware that maybe the reason it's hard to connect to is because we haven't listened to the whole album. I mean, this definitely feels like the beginning of like Metropolis or 6 Degrees or something. I think I would almost want to listen to this whole album to get more context to this song. But as a one-off, Xander, this is that one part kind of was hard to connect to, and I'm sure they're replaying themes from the other songs, but I'm not going to know that. Maybe somebody could submit this whole album. I think, obviously, technically and production-wise, this band is very good. Oh, God. Uh-oh, Scott's gonna be happy. Scott, in the context of maybe one song, drummer's got such good, like, control. Woo! Oh. And now we're back into the weirdness. Fuck, man, that bass player reminds me of like a Spiral Architect kind of player. Huh. Yeah, honestly... Arrow, I think that's a perfect way to describe it. Florida Belle says the growling saved it. Wow, that's a pretty quick 12 minutes, though. At the end. Hmm. The end. All right. So, okay. Xander, I'm glad you prefaced this with like maybe this wasn't the best song to pick, but nonetheless, you really like the song. I like that as a precursor to what we just listened to. Normally, in this situation, I'd be like, yeah, just not connected to it, can't feel it, probably won't be interested in this again. But this is a different story in the fact that like I'm really intrigued when I'm normally not. Normally, I'll just be honest with you guys, very forthcoming. Whenever somebody says, well, it's part of a concept album, you have to hear the whole concept to understand how it blah, 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 I kind of side with what Scott K said earlier when it's like, yeah, if you have to do that and you have to listen to the whole album to get the song and to connect to the song, then it's not a very good song anyway. I tend to side on that because I also think that that's like a way out for people to be like, well, because there are concept albums where when you just listen to one song out of the concept album or just the individual songs, you don't have to know the concept to really still dig it. A perfect example of that to me is Metropolis Part 2. Take any one of those single songs out and they're all good songs and you don't have to have any connection to how they fit to the other songs, which they do theme-wise, thematically. But each song individually, not knowing the story, not being connected, is still a fucking amazing song. So the only exception to that would be Dance of Eternity for me. I think it's the most overrated instrumental Dream Theater does. And I think it's more kind of a close to a wankery fest than it is like a good connected song instrumentally. But this song, I will say, I would be interested in hearing more of the rest of the album to like kind of see how the rest of the stuff does fit. But again, even Haken, like when they do a lot of thematic stuff, I think even without knowing it, I can still like it individually as a song or not like it. So yeah, I do like these guys, and I do think Native Construct is incredibly talented. So I have liked them in the past, so I'm maybe giving them the benefit of the doubt in the situation. But as a song as a whole, I do felt like it was very disconnected, and other than like some very cool parts that got my attention, the beginning especially, that middle section where it was like kind of slow, ethereal, cool voice parts, very yes oriented kind of feel, Deer Hunter esque. Love those parts, and then that like really fast, like heavy, straight stuff was really good too. And then it only spent like really a few seconds on it, and then it left, so that kind of sucked. But yeah, that's my thought, Xander. I would be interested if somebody or you, Xander, ever did want me to listen to the full album and get it into its context. That'd be cool too. So keep that in mind for the future set. Too bad you weren't here for it, and wish that you could have been. So, all right, here we go. Let's get into the next song and the next reaction part, which who is up? I think I put these in order. So up next is Adrian. So Adrian, you're up next. And he says, my song submission is for Aviations' newest single, Pure. Okay. This is a chill, emotional song with lots of atmosphere. The music video is directed by Michael Lessard. I don't know how to say it. The contortionist vocalist, which I really like contortionist too. They do some weird stuff, but I do like a lot of their stuff. Aviations will not block the video so we can watch it. And yes, they have made comments on pretty much everybody who does reactions to them, and they have commented on the videos that I have, though sometimes they're like a couple months late. I don't think that's on them as much as it is on YouTube not showing my videos. But nonetheless, they make their way around it, and they have, as you guys have heard me say, been open to some form of interview or talk, which I will get around to it. I also need to get back to ILO. I told ILO when I got back from my trip that I would contact them in a couple weeks, and it's now been a couple weeks, and I haven't contacted them yet about their live album or live show that they put out. And they just had another live show this last Friday that I do kind of want to expose on the channel. and maybe, you know, take ILO and take Aviations and put them together and just have a wonderful bride groom situation. I don't know who the bride or groom would be in that situation, but you get my point. So anyway, this is Pure. I'm really looking forward to this because I've really dug the 2 songs that we've heard from the new album so far. I think it's just 2 songs we've heard. So here we go with Aviations, and this is called Pure. Right into it. Para, no, I'm not gonna just do it just to not talk. This is a reaction channel. I'm gonna react to it. It's your fault for making 9-minute songs. Okay, digging this so far. Still say that he's got a freaking awesome voice. I just want to hear him live. Not to be off the cuff, but that picture right there that shows him in bed, it kind of looks like you're masturbating, dude. I can't unsee that now. So beautiful so far. That's sperm. Ooh, I like that kind of groove. Yeah. Ghost notes on the snare. Is that the whole band? Or is it just the same guy repeating? Sorry, I can't unsee. This is like a total fantasy masturbation if you didn't know the music or the lyrics. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about the latency. Sorry if I'm offbeat when I play. Bryce, are you joking? Is it about porn addiction? It's called Pure. Okay, that's pretty funny, Bryce. I like it. I just didn't know for sure if it was a joke or not. Dude, the layering of the voices, the chorus kind of feel, is adding so much to this song. Can somebody tell me again what the singer's name is, like his real name? Looks like he's about to reach climax. Ivy, I sure hope that you have insurance paying for all of that. Or else you're the richest people that I know. I'm gonna have to say, Ivy, how's it even possible that you guys are paying for that? I was just about to say I can't. Sweating through the night. Overwhelming number. Aviations, if you are listening to this, can you please fucking come to Columbus, Ohio on a tour? Because this album is fire. Such great chord progressions together. Lower the bell. Love the humor. Where's the sweets? Adrian, I think it's going to be hard to beat the song, so I think Tara's prediction might be correct. This might be my favorite song on the set. It's going to be hard to beat this shit. Is it over? Ivy, I'm home ownership too, and I would not pay $27,000 for just plumbing. The insurance company would pay for that, they'd be sued. Yeah, this kind of feel right here is... There is an album called Rhythm of Creation. It's like an Enigma, but I think it's a Christian version of Enigma. And it has this kind of feel going into the album. I love this. It's hard for me though. I think as far as a written song, just like written, catchy, touching, this is the best song we've heard off the new album so far for me. But I don't think I like it the best of the other two, because it's not as technical. It's more poppy, ballady, which again, I feel like all of these, I can't pick one. And Contortionist, person who did this, nice fucking work. That was a great video. Which it's kind of similar to the other videos that they've done. So does the Contortionist dude do the other videos as well? Either way, fucking fantastic song. As far as a song that is connected and just good, that's probably my favorite song off the album. But overall, I don't know if it's the most interesting, fun song, because the other two songs are so fantastic off this album as well and have much more of like an intricacy to them than this one did. But by just pure feeling, which again, I think that's what makes this perfect, is that you have kind of like different styles or different feels within an album. Unlike Disturbed, who I love Disturbed, but every song on Disturbed sounds exactly the same. That's not what you get in this case, because the other two songs on this album are different and unique to this one. I love those. I love this one. Reminds me of Metropolis 2 in that sense, and that every song so far has been fucking amazing. So 3 out of 3 so far, Aviations on your new album for me. I just really want you to come to Columbus, Ohio, or, I mean, if you went to Cleveland, I mean, Columbus is better than Cleveland, especially it's the only city in Ohio that's growing. Cleveland's declining, Cincinnati's declining, even though I'd say Cincinnati's probably a better city than Columbus. Columbus is the capital. Please come to Columbus. If you do leave a comment, Aviations, number one, can you please tell me the name of the singer's, what his name is? Because I can't, maybe you've told me before, someone has, but I can't remember. Love his voice. I just want to hear him live, and I hope that he's that good live, because he's freaking amazing on records. And number two, can you please tell me if you guys are going to tour anytime in the Midwestern area of the United States, because I will beg for you to come to Columbus, Ohio. All right, awesome. Let's get into the next one. And who is up? It looks like it's going to be Mr. Ryan McGill. Ryan McGill is up. So what does he say? He says, I have been in love with this album since our buddy Martin, where is Martin? He hasn't been around for a long time either, showed it to me. It is a debut album opus by a prog band from North Carolina. Come on and raise up. Take your shirt off and twist it round your head like a helicopter. You should say helicopter, not helicopter. I just wanted to see if you would say that, of course. The band is called Nospun or Nospun. Love it if it was Nospun. It's Nospun. But the U has a line over it, so maybe pronounced no spoon. Oh, maybe. No spoon. No spoon. Maybe that's right. I don't know. Oh, good. Ryan doesn't know, and I don't know. So Nospun would be better, I think, just for the fun of it. But Nospun, if any of you ever watch this video, please put in the comments how you pronunciate your actual name. I know a lot of you were lukewarm with this band, but I think it's one of the best debut prog albums since Aquarius. Aquarius. All right, it's Death of Simpson. Homer Simpson? All right, this is No Spoon, I hope is what it is. Here we go. I don't know how long the song is, but I like it so far. Woo! Yeah, I gotta say 2-1. Sorry, I forgot to do that. Ooh. Dude, this is fucking excellent so far, Ryan. Yes, building. Dude, this song is fucking excellent.
It's 1 p.m. and I just woke up.
Like his voice.
I should have gone to bed much earlier. It's just so hard when your inner clock ignores the sun, and a moment of uninterrupted peace is what you yearn for.
Yeah. So far, this song is on par with the Aviation song so far, but we'll see where it goes and how long it is.
I hold my sorry self downstairs.
Dude, and I love that.
Still
Like,
only half awake and barely even 10% alive.
notice how he's going da 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 da, and they're going descending, and halftime with the voices. Oh, dude, that was excellent choice right there.
And yet so far behind.
Sounds like water.
Down the hall, a pool of red from underneath the door. It's Simpson, a tan like the rest. Vacant with the nice pick in his chest. Stricken down in
Nice stop there into this. Is this the chorus?
with not a clue of who's to blame.
Ooh. Nice stutter there. With my eyes.
Was it my destiny to see the death of Simpson?
Dude, so far this song is as good as the last song in a different sort of way, of course. Little Jordan Rudess running there. I like his voice. Ivy, you don't like his voice? Yeah, you're totally wrong on this. This is... I like Symphony X, but the writing in this song is very well done. Yeah, Scott's fucking high as shit. Oh, okay, I get it, Ivy. Well, luckily, I like the singer, so there was none of that reaction. Did you hear that? I'm sorry, this is the first time I've ever done this, but I gotta go back and hear that. Sorry. Right here, I think, at the end of this measure. Maybe I rewind it too far. There it is. Dude, they're doing a lot of cool things that are different, but they still fit. Yeah, this is very Opeth right here feeling. Dude, this song is sick. Ryan. Yeah, this is very Opeth right here. It's the only way I can make that trebly sound. Dude, their songwriting in this song is fucking excellent. Yes. Holding my attention, but switching up the feel quite a bit, but not in like the native construct way of the first song. Yeah, I get it, Michael, the Haken part, the Haken feel a little bit. Is he doing that with one hand like Mike Mangini? Underneath the weight of Simpson, yeah. The thoughts inside her head. Yeah, Florida Belle, it's because you're here, which means you gotta fucking come every time now. That's why we have so many people in the chat and liking the damn video. It's all Florida Belle! I like that in the background. See, they do a lot of counterpoint throughout the whole song in the voices. Excellent, excellent. And that's how you raise the level of your songwriting. Stuff like that. Nice build. Yeah. And they're holding on notes and then going fast and holding on notes. Counterpoint. I'm going to call this band Counterpoint. At least in this song. And I love it. His voice fits. Oh my God, this is fucking awesome. That chord right there is a very Dream Theater outro. Like 6 degrees kind of time. Wow. Okay, so let me explain this. I'm going to put this number 1 a little bit above 2. Not because I would call them equal, really. Like, I equally like them both. But I've said this before. On the scale of progressive whatever, over here is like your Yes and Genesis, which tends to be, except for sometimes, but tends to be more of the ballady, chordy, melodic-y, blah, blah, blah side of progressive. And then over here is more of like your heavy black metal progressive that's like just like more repetitive, less melodic. And then in your middle, you've got the blend of both of them, which tends to be like Dream Theater, Haken, those kinds of bands, which is why I like the middle. I'm a balanced person, people. I'm a balanced person. I love the middle. I love the blending of the two. And I love ballads. And I would have to say, if somebody like put a gun to my head, said you could only pick one side or the other, I would tend to pick the more poppy, ballady, melodic-y side songs of progressive. The catchiness, which is why I think I tend to really like Adrian's picks, because Adrian tends to pick melts away too fast. Hold on a second. Sorry, I'm getting called. You see it? Hello? I'm in the middle of doing a live stream. Yeah, I'll call you later. Bye. Here you go. Domestic issue. She called twice. The first time I looked down and hung up. And then the second time, I'm like, okay, I hope nothing's wrong. So that's why I chose to answer it. So I think she just realized, oh, I forgot that you're in a live stream. Yeah. So yeah, my mom needs to stop calling me. So what I was explaining was, I tend to like Adrian's stuff more because it's more on the ballady, Pineapple Thief, that kind of stuff that I just love and really connect to. And but obviously I love the heavier sides of like, you know, just heavy stuff that's really, really like powerful, and like Drowning in the Flood, which mixes the heavy and that stuff. Oh, I just love it. So with that said, I do feel like when somebody takes not just heavy and not just pop, but they kind of do more of a middle ground of like good melody and poppy feel with like some intricateness and guitar licks and like more intricate songwriting skills, I'm gonna like that the best. To me, that is the best of both worlds. And between the Aviation song and this song, though I like them both a lot, pretty much equally, I'm going to give the nod to this song because it had a little more intricacy to it and blended like good melodies and singing and songwriting skills along with some heavier and intricate parts that have some stops and halftime and had some descending like counterpoints going on. So I give it a little bit of the edge. Okay, there it is. So, all right, let's get on to the next one, which is, who is it? Colin. Colin is up next, which leaves Paravarium last. I'm glad you have to wait. I'm going to keep talking for another hour, so you have to wait longer, Para. All right, so what does Colin say? Colin says, hey, Cap and fellow music explorers, the song I have chosen is the latest release from one of my favorite, fairly recent discoveries. This is a band we have had on the channel before to a mixed reaction. Now, before I get to the next part, I just want to say I saw Colin's picture for the first time since we've been on this channel, and he's turned in many sets and been on the channel as a regular. And it was really nice to put a face to a name and to what he's done in the past. Scott K put his picture on there, and so did Para. But I've seen Para before, too much actually. Para, stop showing yourself. Just kidding. So on Discord, it was really cool to put like faces to like people that we are in cyber world online stuff too. So I finally got to see Colin's face today. So go over on Discord if you want to see it too. Some like them a lot, others not so much. So let's see where the song lands. This is the band called Lost in Thought, and the song is We Are the One. Man, this is an 8-minute song. Holy shit. Okay, let's get into it. Bing. Okay, dude, this set is fucking sick tonight. Dude, this is some fucking thick music tonight. I think all of these are going on a fucking playlist. Maybe not the first one, but I'll have to give the first one another listen to decide then. I love that. That like deep fucking Devin type full chord. Devin Townsend type. All of sound. Yes, Baggins. And the sugar's on this side. Ooh. We're in for a treat tonight, folks. Really like this riff in the background, the heavy riff. I like his voice too. I don't like it as much as the last singer, but I like it. Got that like ooh, dum dum dum. Love the heaviness here. This is a good heaviness mix. Notice the tempo is lower. Not too fast. Colin, what the fuck, man? This is speed metal. What's going on? Yeah, seriously, Arrow. Who fucking possessed Colin for this song? What's up, Chris? Temic. I've never new band from Diego. Ah. I think we've had one song from. Oh, okay. That's very John Petrucci right there. very John Petrucci rhythm, kind of solo rhythm. Or run, I should say. Damn, dude, this is so good. Ooh, nice little, like, syncopation there almost. That's a good idea. Nice keyboards here. And I don't even think that the patch is cheesy. It's a little. And I love the. Man, this is so good. Man, this is going to be tough to pick this. I think... Dude, I don't know. This is going to be tough. For the same reason as the last song, I'm putting it above the Aviations song, which I thought for sure was going to be the best song of the night. Ryan, I'm not going to say that that's right. I don't think he's the weakest singer tonight. He may not be your style, but he's good. He's good. Adrian, you don't like the vocals either? I think his voice is good. They didn't give us the last chord, kind of like a change of seasons, which I just saw, by the way. That it's a good segue and reminds me. I just saw a reaction. Some chick did a reaction to a change of seasons, and she had like the title was like "I'm a changed woman" or something like that. And I thought, let's see what this girl has to say about this. She might be just trying to get people to like it because she knows like her and her channel. But she knew what she was talking about. She had some ideas, and she seemed to vibe with it and kind of understand. And then she mentioned listening to Opeth and some other people before. So she obviously knew her stuff, which was nice to hear that she wasn't... Because there's so many reaction channels where they know the band is popular with certain groups of people, and they'll just say shit just to try to get those people to follow them. She wasn't that, and I had a suspicion that she was when I went into it. So I'm glad she changed my mind. But one of the things that she said at the end of A Change of Seasons... it wasn't a change of seasons. There was something else where it didn't give her the note that she was looking for. Oh yeah, it is a change of seasons because at the end it was like da na na. It should go da, but it didn't. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna put that one right behind number 3 only because I like this. I don't know why, Adrian, you don't like the singer, and I don't know why. Guys are saying the singer's weak. That singer was great. I just think he's a little bit less great than the previous song. That's my thought. So, we are here at past an hour. We are an hour and 5 minutes, but I don't care because it doesn't happen that often, and these songs are definitely worth it. So, let's get into this last song. I'm just going to say right now, Para, don't get mad at me if I don't like it. Yeah, I mean, you still give me shit about the Opeth Deliverance song or whatever it was. But it was the song that you think I should like that I've listened to like 4 times now, and I'm like, it's all right. All right, what's up, Luis? Welcome. We've had a lot of Symphony X here. I'm just going to be honest, Luis. The Odyssey is just not for me, man. Octavarium is not my favorite either by Dream Theater, so that's probably why I don't like either of them. I could see why you're comparing it a little bit to 6 Degrees, but I think they sound completely different. Have you seen my reaction to the Odyssey? Because I've already done it. But anyway, here we go with what Para has to say. Luis, I'm glad you've joined us, and please don't not leave just because I said I've already done Odyssey and didn't like it that much. Para says this. Greetings all, I'm excited to be sharing the new Tesserect song on the channel. It's been 5 long years since their last album, and the build-up for this has been escalating for months as the band has been sharing lots of artwork for this world the album will take place in. The band went all in as this track is 11 minutes, the longest on the album. I feel like every album they've put out is represented in this track sonically. Jay is an absolute time wizard on the drums. So many signature changes in the way some beats drag out is just insane. Amos, with his thick bass lines, complement the time warping rhythm. How do you say his name? ACLE? Is it supposed to be... How do you say his freaking name? Blank reminds me everyone that he is in the conversation for great modern players, showing many techniques, including flawlessly hammering Tosinabasi's thump. Sweet. James with sublime atmospheric bends and soaring notes. And finally, Daniel Tompkins, who is on my second favorite song, Earthside. Oh, that song is so good. Pulls out every vocal style he's known for and introduces 3 others we've never heard before. I really enjoyed the song from the first time I heard it, but with repeated listens, I really enjoyed the song the first time I heard it, but with repeated listens it climbs higher every time. Much like many Leper songs, you just have to allow the atmosphere to breathe. Without further ado, this is Tesseract, War of Being. I've liked these new album songs so far, so I'm sure I'm going to like this one. Question is, will it be... should I put a filter on? Let me put the filter on. Ooh. There's that gent. Yeah. What's up, Wade? I really love that fucking gent.
In the beginning, I was told that the life in you ran cold. My tears turned.
Okay, Wade, that makes a lot of sense. I said I could hear the trigger, but I didn't know the other parts. They did a really good job to make it sound real. Nice. I like that. Wow, wow. it up. Okay. Yeah, but Arrow, I'm always the one that gets blocked even when other people don't for some fucking dumb reason. Oh, nice. Switch here. I love the fucking gent shit right here. Love it. Yeah, the only thing that's holding this song back from 3 and 4 is the vocals, which, again, when he sings in fucking Earthside, fucking beautiful. But the harsh vocals are just not my thing. Yeah, the groove, certainly. Well, Arrow, here's more ambiance. This is like definitely a gym song for me. I like that. If he would sing like this the whole song, this would be as good as 3 and 4 and 2. Michael, how dare you put the Aviation song second to last? I have lost faith in you. Dude, that gent just sounds... I don't care how many times people want to try to make fun of gent now. It's fucking sick. For a reason. I love that. Is that the drag you're talking about, Para? Like, yeah, that. It's like right ahead of the beat, but then behind. But Ivy, mine's a caveat. But touche, Ivy, touche. This part is your least favorite vocal part? Para, his voice right here is excellent. Well, tell that. I'm telling you, when Daniel Tompkins sings like clean and the way he does high, like he does in Earthside, he's one of the best. Did he say don't exacerbate? I'm taking this thing off and you guys can tell me what you think. How's that look? Is that better? I think this is better. Ooh, stupid white pad. I'm sure we got like 5 to 6 more minutes left of the song. It's 11 minutes. Yeah, Chris, like I said, Dan's an amazing singer for me when he sings in his cleans. Which I would even say that about Between the Buried Me as well. That's interesting, Chris, because this band and Sleep Token are like Para's fucking kryptonite. His dick gets hard at the sound of their name. Yeah, these riffs are just fucking balls to the wall. I love them. And I never get tired of them. At the end? Or is there gonna be like another like what don't I understand, Ryan, about it? Kryptonite is supposed to be your weakness. It's his weakness. His boner. He loses all sensibilities. So I was right. I know how it works. Okay, this part so far, if it stays like this, is my favorite part. Don't go into screaming. Oh, what's up, Nicholas? Oh, Florida Belle likes this one the best out of all of them. Nice. I don't think I know them, Luis. Well, Ryan, I think you were misunderstanding how I was using it. Like a girl gets a guy hard and all they think about is her beauty or whatever. That's their weakness. That's the whole point of Kryptonite. Sorry, you didn't get my way of using it. It's the saying, not literally what it did to Superman. Is that it? All right, I think that's a wrap. All right, so, no, Scott, I'm not digging. You guys don't know what the hell you're talking about. But that's okay. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to put that song second to last. And it's pretty much mostly because of the singing, which I think Para knew that. But as he has said in the chat, this was more for the people that really dig this kind of stuff. And it seems like almost everybody in this chat has liked every song that we've pretty much done. Xander, I would say again, I think that song that you picked for Native Construct has to be put in the proper context. And I'm not just saying that. Like, I really believe that if we heard how those random parts fit with the rest of the album, then I could see it being more likable. But as a one-off song, I would say it was kind of too disconnected and disjointed. I will say that I'm kind of shocked because I feel like I'm pretty good at recognizing things that are programmed, and I recognized that the drums were definitely triggered, but everyone uses triggers, even live players. So I had no idea the whole set was triggered. So they have come a long way. Everyone knows, or if you don't know, you know now. I had a Roland TD12 kit in Denver before I moved to Korea for my long stint in Korea. And I loved that thing. And at the time, I remember saying like, wow, this sounds pretty good for an electronic kit. But you could still tell it was an electronic kit. It had that electronic sound. I'm going to go back and listen to it, as I always do. I always give every song a second listen. And those drums, definitely on a first listen, I never would have guessed that those were programmed. That's pretty awesome. Although I will say, a lot of drums these days in recording and production is kind of getting too overproduced for the sounds of the drums, which I've always said, for me, drum sounds and people that like caring about their sound of how the drums come across can really change how the music sounds. It's really a big deal, more than I think people give it to. And yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think if there's an actual drummer that their drums, I just said it like a week ago. I was listening to a song and I was like, man, it was that, what's his name? He's a drummer that's really famous. I think he's Portuguese or like a Brazilian. I mean, he has a beard. He's like the top freaking drummer right now. Everybody loves him on YouTube. His drums, I think he was doing a cover of something, and his drums sound so fantastically bad that his cover sounds like shit. Not because of his playing, obviously, but because of the drums sounding so bad and being tuned so bad. But so I think a lot of the production has moved the tuning of the drums to be sounding more computerized, which I don't think is a good thing either. To be able to have a good acoustic sound that's programmed and mic'd well, but still has tuning is really important. I think we're losing it on both sides. So anyway, nice job. Endless Sore Baggins. I'm trying not to say Mike Portnoy because fucking Scott K is a douchebag and gets on me for it. But yes, Mike Portnoy, one of the reasons I think he's also one of the top drummer for so many years now is not just because of his playing and creativity. It's because his drums on every fucking recording sound fantastic. Save his snare drum on Images and Words. But I still think it sounded good. But Portnoy hates it. Anyway, thank you all. I know this was an hour and 23 minutes. Great time. All of these songs are going on a playlist. I even think I would probably like the Native Construct one more on the second listen, which I will do. So we will see you guys on Saturday for the old or new winners set. Woohoo! We'll see you then. Have a good one.